Alright, we're back with Quake Brutalist Jam 2. We've played a lot of maps here. There's like 30 maps in this thing. You know, as with most jams, kind of a mixed quality. Some have been pretty good, some have been okay, others have been, I don't really know. We've got 8 maps left here, right? 8? Yeah, 8, because we've played one of these before. Ooh, actually, we only have 7 maps left here, because one of these is Sputnik's, and I already played that in his little spin-off episode, the Brutalist Volumes, which I highly recommend checking out. I've actually liked the Brutalist Volumes more than Brutalist Jam 2, because that's like 6 really solid maps, whereas I feel like this is kind of up and down quality. Still recommend checking these out though. Maybe just kind of hit the highlights. But yeah, let's keep it going here. Just jump right into a map. Oh, okay, we're just getting right into it. Get these guys? Yeah, I can. Cool. Those guys took it out. Pretty sure the Fiend's gonna win. Yep, Fiend won. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of, and I was kind of saying this last time too, there's a few maps with this, I really don't like this design of like, you come into a room and just like, boom, right away, you're just, shit's just right in your face. I feel like generally you should let the player kind of get into the room and then start sending stuff at them, and maybe like either, you know, slowly ramp it up, where it's like as, you know, have like a time delay on the enemy spawns, whereas they're, you know, they're kind of slowly spawning as the player is fighting, or you have you kind of have it be like a like an onion situation where you're kind of like layers, right? And it's like, you know, you kill 2 knights and then death knights pop out with an ogre, and you kill them, and maybe a fiend pops out, so on and so forth. But yeah, just having a bunch of shit in the player's face as soon as they're like in the room is I don't think it's particularly great. I'm not a big fan of it. Looks wise, I kind of like this. I like the rusted like copper look. This like oxidized like teal copper is very cool looking. These guys to infight a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I didn't last long. Oh, that Scrag's gonna kill the Death Knight over there. Death Knight cannot reach him, unfortunately. Did I get everything over here? Yeah. Yeah, this is like an interesting texture set to use for like a Brutalist thing. Actually, let me grab the health down here real quick. It's kind of less concrete, more stone, which is interesting. Again, with like the oxidized copper look, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, there's those white voids again that I'm so fond of. 6 secrets here. Nothing over there. Got a bit of a color change here, kind of going into this next area. I like the blues. noticed a lot of maps in this jam that kind of use this like white void, which is kind of interesting. I guess it goes really well with the kind of like the gray concrete look, as opposed to like a black void. This backpack. So, thing up there. There we go. It's a nice secret. Down. Oh, okay. So aside from that starting room, I'm kind of liking these encounters so far. They feel really well thought out, I guess you could say. These secrets are somewhat of a letdown, but it's alright. Is there anything around here? Nope. Let's try the other side. Ooh, some Z-clipping there. Look at that. Anything over here? I think the ambient track here is a little bit, or like the ambient sounds of like the computers is a little bit weird. It made more sense over here because there was like weird, like those oxidized. It kind of looked like weird, like ancient computers. I'm not really sure how else to describe them. But out here, you still hear like the beeping and booping, and this looks more like this metal texture looks a little out of place. Like I overall like what they're going for. There's just some. It looks a little rough around the edges, I guess. That might have just been like a time constraint thing. I wish they would have just committed to the stone and kind of like different kinds of metals instead of, or different kinds of like the colored metals instead of going for like this metal here, because that looks a little out of place. Overall, that was pretty fun. Definitely doesn't. I say it was a little rough around the edges. I'll say that. In terms of like visuals, you can kind of tell that the designer here did think about the encounter design. Though there's a lot of like ambushes, and I think the fights overall were pretty good, except for that intro fight. I thought that was like really bad. Just kind of coming into the room and immediately. Just tons of shit is piling on top of you, but ignoring that one introductory kind of fight, I think everything else is pretty good. Visually, a little bit rough around the edges. I liked what they were doing with the oxidized copper, but it just kind of like some of the textures weren't meshing super well. Like these gray metal kind of walls here look a little out of place. A little bit of Z clipping there too. I almost wish they would have kept the oxidized copper thing going, because that's a really unique look. I'm not sure, like, the blue looks okay, but I think the green is a nice stark contrast. And, of course, I always like the white voids, so pretty decent map overall. Nice quick little play. Brutalism in space. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. It's a lot of rockets there. This looks like a Quake 3. Oh, is this low? Oh, this is low grab. Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go, that's what I like. Quick save here. Oh, this is gonna be difficult. So let's see. That was close. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to go on those. They don't seem to go high enough. Let's do this. Yeah, that hurt. Am I gonna have to go push that thing again? Or is it just gonna come back down? Does it not come back down, or? Okay, I guess I just get one shot at that. Alright. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Kind of not sure about the low grav here. I'm kind of a little iffy on that. Almost fell off there. This kind of reminds me of I already said this, but kind of a Quake 3 map feel to it. Quake 3 had a space map, so we're kind of similar to this. Quick save here. The enemies are, oh my god, 375. Okay, that's a lot of enemies. These guys are just gonna be annoying. There we go. Shit. Jump on him. There we go. Okay. Alright. Okay, there we go. It's kind of bullshit. Did not see those. I saw like one of the windows, but like from the one I was trying to get through didn't seem like there was a window there, so. Quick save again. I guess we'll just make our way back up there. Let's check this area out a little bit though. Looks like we can get down there. There's a mega health here. Yeah, these backpacks are just gonna fly all over the place. I think that one flew off the map. There we go. Oh, okay. I don't know why I would use that grenade launcher when I have rockets, but you know, hey, I'll take it. There's a quad here. I don't really need that, but yeah, this quad is just going to waste, unfortunately. Alright, we have to climb all the way back. all the way back up. There we go. Right. Where? I guess the elevator over here, right? Grab these. Good on nails. Got a lot of rockets. No shotgun, though. Or no super shot, you have a boomstick. That is a lot of rockets. I like the ambient track here. It sounds like someone's laughing at me. Oh my god. Saved one of those quads. Oh, okay, thank God. Alright, I guess this is where the high monster count came from. Jesus. Fuck it. Let's just stock up on everything before we leave. That was cool. Is that start of the map over here? It is. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh shit, that... Okay. Okay. I didn't realize the pentagram had run out. And you, get abducted. That was kind of cool. Oh, it's just gone. That was cool. I like that. Low grav is a little hard to work with sometimes, just because it's like, some of the platforming can be a little bit awkward because you're jumping like so high. But that was a fun map. I like the, you know, I've always said that like you could use some, if you want to do like a one-time gimmick in your map of like, here's like 100 scrags or 100 knights or something. I always find that to be pretty neat. And yeah, that was a cool little sequence. I've never seen that many scrags before. That was fun. I liked getting abducted at the end too. That was interesting. I like how they used the shamblers as like the aliens. There was a Doom 2 map once that used Archviles as aliens, so... pretty good map. Pretty fun. God, 41 here. I like the purple fog. Cool skybox. That's neat. It's like a water reservoir or something. There's a rocket over there. I'd like to get to that. See, that's how you do. It's a really, really good way of kind of doing. Kill this guy. Really great way of kind of doing it as a good contrast to the first map I played. It's like, come in here, nothing's happening, and then I walk up a little bit more, boom, enemies, right? So I'm already in the room, I'm already in these blocks here, and then I'm kind of, you know, I have a good idea of my bearings, and I'm already deep in the room, so the play isn't to just run out of the room, it's to stay and fight. They actually could have thrown more enemies at me there. They honestly probably didn't see enough. Goodies down here in the water. The This map is definitely kind of going for the very, very, very minimalist. Honestly, not a lot of detail. I feel like if you're going to go for kind of the one texture thing, you need to make up for it with like really nice brushwork. And this map is just like very, very flat. I don't know if that's like a time constraint thing or a sort of lack of like creativity thing. Because like obviously brutalism is can be rather pretty flat. I'm not gonna do that. Obviously brutalism can be pretty flat. It necessarily always isn't super flat. And obviously there've been a lot of maps in this jam alone that have kind of shown that it doesn't have to be super flat. You can do a lot with the brushwork. Oh, forgot to frags. Not a fan of that sort of, not a fan of that kind of encounter design where like the arena is just flat and then like cover comes up throughout, unless there's like a break in the action for the cover to kind of come up, because it was like the cover, by the time the cover was coming up, like the shamblers were already spawned in and attacking me. I didn't really have time to use the cover at all. I just kind of had to, I mean it wasn't a big deal because I had a super nail gun, but where's this? Oh, it's the exit portal. I guess that way probably just takes you back or something, I don't know. That was okay. I feel like most of the work for that level went into that water reservoir area, and then everything else was just very plain, like in terms of brushwork. I know brutalism can be, again, flat and whatnot, but it doesn't have to be that flat. You could definitely put a lot more detail into it. What we got here? 2 authors worked on this one. Escape from the nightmare world. Alright. Nice skybox. Just axe that dog to death. Really weird use of colors here. I'm not a fan of this. Like the light from, there's like a purple light in here that's like bleeding over. It's like a random blue light here and here. There's a random like darker blue light here. I don't know what the hell is going on with the colors. Looks like I'm in a clown house. Like a circus or something. And then in here it's yellow. I know colored lighting is cool, but you gotta like stick to like maybe 2 colors, maybe 3 if you have like a really good reason for it, but having like just like every room is just like a different color. I don't understand why. Doesn't need to be that way. Candle is floating. I feel like it's kind of unnecessary to give me a rocket launcher, given how kind of easy this level's been. It's not really throwing a whole lot at me. Is this the exit, or... Nope. Okay. Lightning guns. Very generous. Floating health kit back here. Probably make this right. Yep. I kind of see what they're trying to do with like kind of this outdoor kind of broken void area, but it's just not very like these torches don't look particularly great. They look very awkward floating like that. I mean, you could probably make that work if you just gave him like a little bob effect, but having him just be static in the air looks really awkward. I also think just like random pieces of geometry, just again, flatly floating in the air just doesn't look right. Like you have to give some of these a bob and also like have some cohesion between these platforms. You know, have it look like a, you know, it used to be like a straight bridge and then it's broken up into different pieces or something. But this is just like weird, just like cutting up brushes and just sticking them and having them float in the skybox doesn't look right. And then these are, I don't know what's going on over there. That was okay. Again, it's just kind of like I think I've seen this mapper before. I think they're rather new. I think one of their previous maps was like one of those giant maps with like 500 monsters. So I think they're starting to kind of get the hang of it. You know, you can't have a map with like 500 monsters in it unless you really know what you're doing. So good on them for kind of scaling things back a little bit. Probably a little too harsh there, but you know. I just again really think about kind of lighting too. Don't use so many colored lights unless you really know what you're doing with the lighting. I think it's better to just have like, you know, have flat lighting. Like if you really, how do I explain this? If you really don't know what you're doing with the lighting, have just kind of a flat lighting throughout the level, and then use lights as cues to kind of direct the player, right? You know. Obviously, if you're a little more advanced with lighting, you can kind of use lighting to create certain atmospheres in certain rooms and whatnot. But I feel like this level just went crazy with the colored lighting. Like, like colored lighting. I feel like we're in like 1998 or 19. Yeah, when did Q2 come out? 97. I feel like we're in like 97 and Quake 2 just came out. Everyone's going crazy with colored lighting. It was a bit much. That's like probably the main takeaway there over everything else, but yeah. All right, 4 to go. '86. All right, not too bad. I like this though. This is a really nice looking room. There was another map that used this rusted metal. I love this rusted metal look. Honestly, the game could have thrown a little more at me there. Instead of just dogs. This is a really cool room, though. I especially love the... one thing I love about these Brutalism maps, I've seen a few of them do this, where they have the nature kind of contrasting with the hard concrete and the, like, the rusted metals or whatever. So I think it's really cool to have, like, a few tiles peeled off the floor. Just, like, a nice little detail. And you kind of have dirt and a little bit of grass underneath. Is this an elevator? Where are we going here? Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Didn't expect that. These rockets back here. I like this map so far. I thought it was a little simple. I feel like having some sort of cover here would have been nice to kind of maybe make it a little more claustrophobic if you're going to send that many enemies at me. I feel like I had like too much space to kind of dodge around those. Kind of a nitpick, but whatever. Oh, shit. God damn it. Oh, hey. that was very nice of them to help me recover from my fuck up. Oh, I know what we're doing here. This is a cool sequence. I guess I asked for a challenge. Here it is. Okay, never mind. I thought more of the floor was gonna collapse there. That was still really cool though. I really like how you start with the big platform and then it slowly kind of shrinks around you. Very, very cool concept. Let's check over here, scoop up all this ammo. I'm also a big fan of this ambient track. It's kind of action-y, I guess you could say, but it's not very like overbearing. I wouldn't even call it like an ambient track, just like a full-on piece of music. That was pretty cool too. This mapper has a really good feel for kind of creating fun combat scenarios. I like the ticking clock element there, where you kind of get the shambler right as the middle pillar is kind of coming down. So it's like, hey, your cover is gonna disappear pretty soon, and this guy's just gonna go ham on you. With a Z clipping there. It's alright though. Alright, we go back the other way. That other one. I'm a big fan too. This level like keeps transforming on me, which I think is very cool. A lot of like moving brushes in this map. Or was this way? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I like that. The delayed kind of bricks moving up there. Oh, hey, we're right back over here. these things still chasing me? They are. God damn it. I really like this ending sequence here with these, there we go. Oh, come on. This ending sequence here is, if I could just get rid of these things, I could talk about this. Come on. There we go. Alright, so this ending sequence is very cool. This map made excellent use of like moving brushes and just having new the level is just like constantly transforming around you, which is very, very, very cool. And it's something that I haven't really seen in any of these maps yet. It's actually pretty rare to see in any maps at all. But having all this stuff kind of come out at the end and kind of reuse, you know, you loop back around to this area earlier in the map, and then you kind of take a new path is very neat. Aesthetically, I really love this map too. The kind of like rusted metal look is very good. There's another map in this pack that did the rusted metal thing as well. I believe it's the Andrew G map. The one that was like kind of very cyberpunkish. Had that same kind of rusted look to it, and I love it. It looks nice. Nothing but good things to say about that one. That was a very solid map. Definitely one of my favorites of this pack. Right. 3 to go. Or actually 2, I think. Because one of these is, yeah, the Sputnik one. I've already played that, so just 2 to go. I guess I could have finished this yesterday. This will end up being kind of a short stream. That's alright. I'll give some thoughts. Unless one of these has 532 enemies in it. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna be here for an hour. Hopefully that's just like a big wave of knights or something. We'll see. Some interesting use of colors out here. I like the skybox, like the purple skybox looks really cool. Is it like a black hole or like an eclipse happening up there? Looks pretty neat. And it's kind of complemented by the lighting. You have kind of these red lights in the corners, and it's kind of mixing with sort of like natural blue lighting, or like kind of like light fluorescent blue lighting elsewhere. It's a very interesting look. Kind of see my problem with these types of maps. Kill this guy real fast. Continue explaining about this. So you can kind of see my problem with these sorts of maps. These really big maps with just like a ton of monsters that are like really open-ended. Is that like you don't really set up like interesting encounters or ambushes or anything like that. It's just like you just kind of walk forward and there's just sort of like more enemies. It just feels like I'm just shooting big meat sponges, you know. There hasn't really been any interesting. It's like, okay, I walk up here and there's 3 knights. Oh, okay. And then here's a couple of scrags. And it's like I understand that like levels can't just all be, you know, like an arena encounter or like an ambush, but you have to kind of mix it up, right? You have to have, like, you know, sometimes you're going to walk into a room, there's going to be some enemies there. Sometimes you're going to get an ambush. Sometimes you're going to end up in a little arena fight. And it's that kind of variety that makes a really good Quake map. And when you don't have that, it's just sort of, I don't know, it just gets dull. Forgot I even had a nail gun. What did that say? Doors open below. Okay. Like, Here, I'll give a good example of how I might have set this up differently. So instead of having, like, get rid of this closet, I don't know why that's here, have the button be here. I don't know what doors open below. I don't even know why you need to, like, visually see this room. I guess you kind of cued in as to, like, maybe where the doors are, but whatever. I would have had, like, one of these open up. Like, have, like, 2 little holes in the wall open up and some scrags come out, or, like, an ogre, like, 2 ogres are sitting in there. Instead, the ogres came from all the way over fucking here for some reason. Like, all the way down here, 2 ogres are, like, stuck in this choke point here in this door, and it's just, like, that's not really an ambush. It's just, like, they're coming at me from, like, a mile away. But you know, when you hit the buttons, grabbing keys, grabbing powerful items, all really good points in maps to ambush the player, to trigger, you know, some enemies coming at them from, like, a potentially unexpected angle, right? Or even, like, you know, even expected, right? You know, you can even telegraph it and just be like, hey, there's gonna be, you know, it's like, hey, there's, like, 2 obvious doors here where enemies are probably going to come from. Like, I would argue that Shambler spawn there is kind of out of place. Like, there's no reason for that to happen, but whatever. Go check out this other side. And I'll definitely admit I'm biased towards, like, really kind of large maps like this. I know there's some people who probably really like them. It's really just not my cup of tea, though. I think this is a reference to Doom 1, the end of episode 1 in Doom 1, where the 2 Barons of Hell come out. That's what it reminds me of, anyways. Side of, oh, there we go. 18 secrets in this level. Alright. Sure thing, game. Bro, look at this room. Look how big this is. This doesn't need to be this problem with, you know, if you really get into it, I think a big problem with Quake's enemy roster is the fact that the enemies kind of just run right at you. There really isn't any kind of, like, you think about Half-Life, and I kind of got Half-Life on the brain because the Half-Life's birthday is coming up. And it's like, you think about Half-Life's AI, where they'll you know, try, especially with, like, Half-Life 2, they'll kind of try and flank you and maneuver around and stuff. And I mean, it's not that great because, you know, Half-Life's an older game, but it's like Quake's enemies literally just beeline right towards you. So I think it's really on the, and I guess this is the point I'm always trying to get across in these levels, it really is on the mapper to create interesting areas for you to fight these monsters that are literally just going to run right at you, and to kind of, like here, this is a pretty good ambush. A little tight, but not bad. It's really on the mapper to create kind of interesting scenarios to fight these monsters in, and interesting, you know, rooms. You can't just, like, throw, you know, a couple guys into a room and just be like, oh yeah, here they are, and just do that room after room after room. It just doesn't work. It's boring. So if you have, like, too much room, a lot of these monsters just can't do anything, right? Anything even over here? Why'd I go all the way over this way? Just drop down? Oh, this guy. I guess we gotta drop down. Another nail gun for some reason. I guess in case you go this way. Here's like 100 enemies in this pit. I don't have any grenades or whatever, so... I'm actually gonna die here. There we go. Looks for the boost. Grab that. I'm just gonna let these guys try and infight. just like all these monsters just kind of out in the open here. It's just like, maybe as like a grand finale to a map, you kind of can give the player a whole bunch of stuff, but like, we're not even like a quarter of the way into this level. I haven't even killed 100 monsters yet. Look at all the shit they're throwing at me. It's just excessive and unnecessary. Wasn't that fun? Letting those guys infight and then picking off the survivors? Wasn't that a good time? Alright, let's figure out what the hell we're supposed to do in here. Just let those guys keep firing. I really don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do in here. There's a yellow over there. Grab that, I guess. Oh, I see. These things opened up. So now I can go back up top. Because I can push that button. Okay. So going up here was just a waste of time. I should have went down there first. Got it. This guy even get over here? Nope. No jump trigger. I think this level and the last level are like two of the most contrasting examples of like how to make a Quake map ever. like that last level with its like really tight encounter design, and this is just kind of like, yeah, man, I'm just doing whatever. I don't know. Here's some ogres. Grab the mega health over that opened that, okay. Oh, there's some lightning gun cells in there. Another shortcut activated. Oh, there's a door somewhere. Way down there, where he does not pose any threat to me. He's so far away. Get rid of these guys. Alright, gone. And we'll go on down to the pit here. Whatever. Where'd he go? There we go. The four projectiles in copper are kind of a pain in the ass to deal with, but get through it. Alright, got a little platforming here. It's something. Yep, I fucked it up. Oh, hey, okay. So there's actually no danger in this room. You just, Oh. Just, get teleported back. Typically in the scenario, I understand, I actually don't blame them. That's I shouldn't say that. I don't blame them. Where did you come from? Get out of here. It is pretty annoying having an instant death pit, so I don't blame them for kind of taking that out in case the player forgets to like quick save or whatever. Usually, in situations like this, where you have like an instant death area, which should be an instant death area, what you do is you teleport the player back to the top, but you take away like, you know, 10 health or whatever. So like, every time they screw up, that's another 10 health. So there's at least some sort of danger. As opposed to just none at all. I don't think I lost any health for that. I didn't hear a pain sound. I might have, I'd have to go back and check, but I think it just teleported me back without any issue. I whiffed that grenade right between those guys. Here I thought I was going to get off nice and early. Have like a little 45-minute stream. I guess we're using up some of that monster count here. Oh, these knights. Hey, how's it going, friends? Oh shit. Oh, am I gonna start infighting? Kinda. Chat member, hopefully you're doing well. Alright, we're good on health. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Just working my way through 532 monsters in this excessive map here. I just don't have a lot more to say other than what I've already said on this map. There's another quad over here. I whiffed every single grenade there. Get that other quad before we push this button. Could use some armor. There it is. Oh, fuck off. Hey, there we go. Alright, let's hit that button before this quad runs out. Oh, we're right back here, okay. I guess we gotta go the other way now. Over here. Thought there was a death knight back here. Could have been risky. Yeah, a little bit. You definitely get beat up pretty hard by those nades, especially in a map like this with just like 10 million enemies everywhere. At least in the same area. There's a seeker in this room. Let's see if I can try and grab. Right over there. Jeez, it's like never ending. This level, I really don't like these kinds of levels. Such a contrast to that last round. Quick save there. Can get up here. Let's see. How do we? Probably go down here first, right? There's a lightning gun over there. Oh, quick save and just jump down here. Oh, okay, there's a dead end. I guess you gotta come in through there, then you kind of walk down that way. Oh, I think I maybe know what to do here. I think it expects you to like ramp jump off of this over to here, or off this side thing. We'll give it a go. There are enemies every corner. Yeah, I mean this. I've kind of been saying this for a while, and I don't want to keep repeating myself too much. It's just like I don't want to keep beating the same drum over and over and over, because it's just like I think everyone just kind of gets it now. It's like I don't like maps like this. I think these types of maps are just excessive. Like I don't think there's any like particularly good encounter design in these types of maps. It's just like here's 4 knights just in a hallway. I don't know. And I don't think that sort of gameplay is particularly interesting. Let's get the red for whatever's about to come in here. Those ogres really throw grenades. That was probably like the first actual sort of like... There's been like one or two actual kind of like decent encounters. I think that was probably one of them. Even though it was like a bit, still a bit much. But you probably could have scaled something like that back and hit this. You probably could have scaled something like that back and had a better encounter, or better version of that encounter. I'm not even gonna bother with those shamblers. I could just sit up there, or not shamblers, ogres. I could just sit up there forever, I guess. Yeah, let's get rid of that vor. These guys? Yeah, there we go. Scrags are always really good at juking nades. I don't know where the silver key is. It might be down here somewhere, right? Oh, there it is. Like, maps like this remind me of, like, those Doom 2 maps that just have, like, 1,000 revenants or whatever in them. It's just like, I don't know, like, do you really need that? Maybe, like, just for fun, but just, I don't feel like it adds anything. It makes the map, like, really better. I don't know where that spawn. Oh, there they are. I'm just gonna let them sit down there. Just stay there forever. I don't care. All right, that is pretty cool. I noticed. I like the walls. That's unfortunate they dropped the wall. That's a cool concept. I wish they would have did something with that. And then we're right back to just horde mode again. I guess that's a good way to describe this type of map. It's like horde mode. I don't think that's particularly fun. Good. Nope. Got these two fours left. Those can just stay down there. I'm not going down for them. All right, are we almost done here? We still, even after doing the hub area, we still got like another 200 monsters. Jesus. I don't know why this is like such a weird platform to have. It's like, I don't know why this just like wasn't lower or just on the ground. This is at least like kind of a cool hallway. I mean, 200 monsters isn't too bad. It's fairly quickly here. I think I just gotta get the gold key and then we're done. Almost out of rockets. I guess I haven't really touched on the brushwork yet, or like the texturing of this map. It's been just kind of plain. I don't really have a whole lot to say. I think this room does look pretty cool. There's been a couple areas that have looked really neat. Something actually I did want to comment on is with the hub area. Is that I thought it was really cool that every time I came back to it, there was like more walls put up. I thought that was like a really cool concept. Having the hub area kind of evolve as you come back to it, but they didn't really do anything with it because the walls just immediately... Okay, that was pretty cool. That was like some build engine destruction. Oh my god, that is a lot of scrags. Yeah, the hub area, it was really cool to see it evolve. I don't really see that a whole lot in these maps, where the hub area itself is kind of like changing as you come back to it in like a really meaningful way. I thought that was pretty cool to see. But then they just didn't do anything with it. It was because all the walls just immediately came down so that we could be attacked by like 500 fours and fiends. I mean, again, kind of going back to my point from before, just like, and things that I've said in previous streams for this jam, it's just like, Quake's enemy roster really isn't that great. It really is up to the mapper. Like, the map is like, it's almost like the map itself needs to be the enemy, right? Like, Quake's roster just can't, like, I mean, I had a quad there, but you know, they threw everything they had at me, and it wasn't that hard. It's because it's just like Quake's roster was kind of. I mean, there's some cool enemies in Quake's roster. It's not a bad enemy roster. It's just kind of. It was just created at a time where, you know, like 3D games were new and all that, right? So it isn't like that, I don't want to say interesting, I'm not sure what the right word here is. It's not that difficult of a roster to deal with, right? I guess that's maybe, like, the difficulty is pretty low on these monsters. There are certain combinations of them that could be pretty annoying, but again, it's like, it's very contextual. You have to put them in, like, the right sort of rooms, right? That spawn just exploded. Exit. They just kind of... That's a cute ending. Kind of go back to the regular Quake textures.
Camera, action.
What? I don't get that ending. Yeah. So I guess a quick recap, because I kind of just bemoaned about it the whole time. I don't think maps like this are particularly great. I don't think sending hordes of enemies at the player, you know, like having the player basically play horde mode, I don't think that makes a good map. Quake's enemy roster is very limited, and it isn't like super great compared to a lot of other, I guess what what most people just refer to as boomer shooters. So I think it's really kind of rest on the level designers themselves to create really interesting scenarios to use those enemies in. And that's kind of what I'm always harping on, like encounter design, right? You got to have really, really good encounters and like really interesting encounters. So similar to that last map was great. You know, you had that one room where like I was slowly losing cover, and it was like the platform was kind of shrinking on me. It was getting harder and harder to kind of dodge enemies, and it was like, you know, I had ogres and I had the hit scanner shotgun guys shooting me. And this map was just like, I don't know, here's like 17 Death Knights. And it's just like, you know, running at you down a hallway, and it's just like that just doesn't work. That's like not an encounter. That's just like a bunch of enemies running at me. It's like I'm playing Serious Sam or something. Serious Sam, by the way, is an awful game that has no level design whatsoever. It's just literally hallways and enemies. Enemies that jump on you. Some of them shoot projectiles, and they all just kind of run at you. You just hold S key the whole time and hold the left mouse button down. The ending was pretty weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal with the ending there was, but I assume it's like a reference I'm just not getting. So yeah, that was kind of my main issue with this map and others like it. Is it's excessive, and it just doesn't need to be that way. I think the actual layout was probably fine in some areas. There's a couple interesting kind of ambushes that again were kind of plagued down by the excessiveness. I think the most interesting one was probably the two knights and death knights, two death knights and two knights in that little tiny hallway. That was probably the most interesting encounter in all of this. Because usually Quake doesn't put you in like these maps don't put you in such close quarters, so it was like you really had to. That was kind of an oh shit moment, right? You took a standard enemy and you put them in. You forced the player into an oh shit scenario where they had to just immediately kill these guys because they're going to be in big trouble if they don't, which I kind of liked. Because usually like oh shit is like a bunch of spawns or a shambler or like a vor or something, not a Death Knight. Visually, it's fine. I don't know. It's just like concrete or whatever. It you know, it fits the brutalism look, I guess, the generic brutalism look. I don't know. Not much more to say about that. Is that it? Was that the last one? I think there might be one more. There is one more. Let's see if Nixter can redeem us. I don't want to go out on such a low note there. The air up here is... What did that say? The air up here is sweet. Oh, I like this. This is cool. Okay, no low grav. Got some platforming, though. The ventilator is on. You can't fall in it. This is really nice so far. Yeah, I think we're getting redeemed, boys. We are so back, as the seniors say. Oh yeah. Oh, this looks good. Visually, this is really nice. Good use of colors here. I like sort of the like the rusty reds and the yellows. I haven't really seen yellow used in any of these maps. Looks really nice though. Oh man, that is cool. What a great view out here. Like visually speaking, I like these towers and these other towers. It looks very otherworldly. Very cool look to it. Reminds me of something out of like Risk of Rain 2. Just like a very kind of alien world. Platforming here. No, this is not going to be like that last map. This is there is some craftsmanship at work here that that last map did not possess. I'll let those guys duke it out while I take care of the rest of these. Yeah, there is some very, very good craftsmanship here that the, I almost want to get this guy to jump off. Come here. Oh no! I wonder if there's a clip blocking it. Probably. You need the gold key. Alright. So we got two options here. Go this way, or we can head over here. Oh no, we can't head over here yet. That thing is not moving. I like this track too. This is a good ambient track. I think we have to go down here, right? I like the vertical gameplay. Big fan of that. Some cool little, not really a secret, but I liked how this armor was up high so that you can't get it if you fall down here, I don't think. So it sort of rewards players who kind of look around a little bit. There we go. Take that. Lift power down. That nade's gonna... Yeah, that nade's gonna fuck me up. It's alright. I don't have a boomstick. Just gonna try and boomstick that. Ogre. I love how taking a cue out of Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge probably does this the best out of any game, just kind of hinting at the player where they need to kind of jump to next. So there's no confusion about, oh, can I make that jump or not? It's like, nope, you know that you got to jump there because you see the little red platform. Mirror's Edge did that best with its highlighted red, like red highlights. I don't know how to explain it, but Mirror's Edge had like a thing where certain piece of the environment would highlight red when you could jump on them and do the parkour mechanics with them. And it was kind of used to guide the player to where they needed to be. I love this skybox. Hit one of these things, please. Right on here, the scrags, the rocket launcher. Of course, I missed all my rockets. Back here,
about that platform is not as dangerous as it looks. It's probably a nice, even though it's like at a weird angle, it's probably a nice clip on it so the player doesn't fall. Yeah, all like the movement pieces, like anywhere you have to like move to in this map is kind of highlighted with that rusty red, which I really like. Up here? No. That hurt. I'm not gonna risk it for that. Let's get up here. Deactivate, you mounted to inside the tower. Any tower? That was cool. Yeah, it's sort of something for new players, right? Like, I play so much Quake, I have a pretty good idea of, like, can I make this jump? Probably. If not, I'll just, you know, I'm gonna quick save real quick before I do it, just in case. But if somebody wasn't as experienced, oh my god. I have a comment about this in just a second. So, quick explanation. Why does this work? Why did that hallway work and the other map didn't? The reason for that is this is like a one-off area in this map. The whole map hasn't been just sending waves of, you know, scrags or whatever at me, right? This area is kind of built up, and it's like a one-off thing, right? Because or at least I assume it is. I guess we'll keep going and find out. But you know, when you send like waves and waves of enemies at the player constantly, it doesn't, you know. It gets boring, but like when you do a one-off situation where you send a, you know, an otherwise normal map and then you send like 60 scrags at the player, that's like, you know, it's like a one-off sort of, I hate to use this word gimmick, but I'm not really sure what else to use, but it's, you know, it's like a one-off thing. Breeze looks strong. Oh, this is cool. Oh man, this is cool. I love thematically what's going on here too. How we've kind of started in the nice bright sunny skies, and then we've kind of gone down to like this dead city almost. This kind of ancient ruined city in darkness. Let's grab some goodies before we start whatever's going to happen here. Some pockets. Scrags. Oh yeah, here we go. That hurt. Okay, there we go. Some water around here. Those feeds, those guys move pretty quick. Oh shit. There's no quad, is there? Oh, there is. There we go. These guys. That's everybody down here, right? What an incredible map. Man, that was amazing. What a great map. Oh, these are like little... Okay, these all just have health in them. That's pretty cool. That's actually really, again, really good design. Whoever made this, so this is a Nixter. Amazing design. Like, having the health kind of be up here, so it's sort of like you have to... Not in a particularly convenient spot. I also just noticed that there's like little bits of like red kind of like blood mist or whatever in the air here. So it's kind of... I think these health kits respawn. Just a lot of little details in this level. This is like some amazing. I don't know if I touched the. Oh, back up to above. Okay, so this is the exit. Amazing attention to detail, amazing visuals, amazing encounter design. A true 10 out of 10 map. This is the best map easily of this jam. This map is like above and beyond. Man, what a great... I have nothing but good things to say about this map. It built up appropriately. Did it have a big, it had a big encounter at the end in like a cool arena. It had platforming, it had cool mysterious worlds, it had brutalism, it had everything. I even like that. That was really cool. That bridge, I've never seen that in a map before, where like you have like the wind gust pushing you, like from the Quake pipe maps or whatever, and you have to like align yourself with the bridge. That was really cool. I've never seen that. I've never seen a map do that. I love this, like the contrast of like the bright towers up top to that like gloomy, I guess, city down below. Again, like real big Risk of Rain vibes, kind of. It felt very like an alien world or something. Man, that brought it back. After that last map, that brought it back. That was really good. That was really fucking good. So there is... before I talk about the rest of this map, so I want to quickly mention, there is this map by Sputnik. Control Alt plus Concrete. That's actually a good name. Sputnik spun his map out into a mini episode where he did like 6 maps in Brutalist style, Brutalism, whatever. And he called that the Brutalist Volume. Brutalist Volume 1. Or the Brutalist Volumes, there we go. I can't remember things. So he made a whole mini episode called the Brutalist Volumes. I already played through that. It's excellent. 6 really fantastic maps. There's a Chthon fight in there and a Shub fight. Highly recommend checking those out. I'm not going to be playing this because this is basically the first map of his mini episode, and I've already played that, so I don't really see a need to. That map is also really excellent. Highly recommend checking out that mini episode kind of on its own. But yeah, otherwise that is Brutalist Jam 2. That ended up taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. I thought we'd be done a little while ago. Closing thoughts. Let me turn on the music. Is this volume? Hold on, let me turn off cap. What's volume? Is it volume? Volume, yeah. Okay, well, that didn't do anything. Never mind. I think it's like background volume or something. Whatever. We'll just leave it. So closing thoughts here on Brutalism Jam 2. Pretty decent. I think there are some pretty good maps in here and some pretty not so great maps. As with any jam, it's going to be a mixed bag. I want to highlight a couple of pretty good maps here that I think are worth playing. Obviously, I just mentioned Splitnick's map. Go play his episode, The Brutalist Volumes, really good. Pollinator, amazing map. Easily the best map in this jam. Incredible. I have nothing but like good things to say about this. This is such a great map. A real, you could tell a lot of craftsmanship went into this, and the every aspect of it, the visuals, the actual like game design itself, the level design, every bit of it is just a very high level mapping here. Definitely check that one out. Let's go down here. There's one in particular I wanted to point out. The Alex Under map. The Alex Under map isn't very strong in the visuals department, but where it shines is gameplay. Alex Under's map is incredible. Really high-tier gameplay. Very interesting concepts. Again, not the best looker in terms of like visuals. It's passable. It's not a bad-looking map, but you know, it's not Pollinator levels of visuals. But it like what it does with gameplay, and I don't want to give it away for anyone who hasn't seen it or played through it, but the gameplay, it uses some really interesting gameplay concepts, and probably has like one of the most intense Shambler fights ever, and it's a really good example of, man, this music really is loud. Is it BGM? What's the command? BG volume. Is it? Music file. Okay, whatever. I don't know what the command is. The Alex Under map is really great. It kind of really exemplifies what I was talking about before with like encounter design, and again, it has one of the best Shambler fights I've ever played. There's one more map I wanted to highlight that was really good, specifically in the visual department, if I can find it. Corridor of Concrete was okay, a little bit big, had some issues, but that's another one that's probably worth playing. Where is this map? There's one more map in here that I cannot find for the life of me. New house, common cold. Oh yeah, Bleak City was alright. I actually played that while the mapper was in chat with me. Bleak City's not bad. Visually a little bit noisy, but not terrible. It actually earns its... I believe Bleak City does earn it. It has about like 300 monsters, and it earns it. There's some cool segments in that map. I'm trying to find... I thought there was a map by... Andrew something or other. Yeah, I'm just... Alright, well... I don't know where this map's at. It's unfortunate. There was another map too in here that was pretty solid. But I do not remember the name of it, unfortunately, or the author. It was like a cyberpunkish kind of city map. The encounter design was a little bit weak, but the visuals were really nice. Also, big shout out to whoever created this start map here. This start map is gorgeous. This is like one of the best looking start maps I've ever seen. Really, like some of the best looking like Geo and any Quake map I've ever seen too. Like this is on par with like it surpasses a lot of Arcane Dimensions maps in terms of like visuals. It looks really, really nice. Anything else? No, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all the mappers for putting this together. And yeah, I don't know. Keep playing Quake. Keep making maps. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Hopefully everybody got something out of this and enjoyed. And that's gonna be it for me. GG's.